Certainly could have, but we didn't really know what was going on. Most especially you, but also me in the same time. So
seems like we both didn't know about equal because we both haven't fixed it equally.
I did more to try.
Oh, I mean, what, do you want me to go diddle my fingers on your keyboard while you're diddling the keyboard?
Nobody asked you to diddle anything.
You've been asking me. I'm not trying to diddle.
Oh my God. I know where that one was going.
You're like, oh, well, you haven't been trying to fix it. What, am I supposed to grab your mouse?
People on Twitch, hear me. If you're watching us live on Twitch, I don't know how you're doing it because...
Oh my God. How would they hear you?
I know.
Did that start off as serious?
No, you idiot.
I don't know where to even believe with you anymore.
Oh my gosh. All right.
It's been
a bit of a mess.
Guess what? More technical difficulties.
Movie night. Movie night. Movie night. Ain't no doubt we about to watch one movie night. Turn it on. Gotta get it started. Let's watch a movie tonight. 'Cause movie nights are always the best of times. Got to keep on watching. Keep on watching. Got to keep on watching. Keep on watching.
Keep on watching, and that we do. You say you were going to give me a signal. You were looking right at your computer.
You were
the whole
looking
time.
right at your phone.
What do you think I'm looking at my phone on? What do you think I'm doing?
Not paying attention.
I'm doing business.
What?
I'm trying to make sure it sounds okay. I'm worried now.
It's on the YouTube.
I know.
Definitely probably sounds fine. It's not about the sound. That's
You don't have an old video playing
That's
in the
how
background?
silly you are. Hey, John, the camera's not working. Well, have you checked the microphones?
Oh, okay. Come from the guy who told me to fix the sound. We needed to buy lights.
I don't understand that one either.
Yeah. What
But hey.
the hell are you drinking? It looks like pickle juice. It looks like something Bear Grylls would drink after he's been in the wild and he's down to his last resort.
It's lemon water.
Yeah.
Hudson did say it was piss. Why would I willingly drink piss in my own home?
I don't know, man. You do a couple things that I'm just not behind.
What?
Mess up.
I swear, dude, if you want to play this game today.
Hey, I didn't want to play the game.
I didn't either. You're lucky I caught it. That's how good I am at this stuff now.
Yep. Beast.
If you want to pay me full time to sit here and make sure nothing ever goes wrong,
Then I would lose a lot of money.
yep. So shut the hell up. I'm busy too.
Uh,
You don't even have a daughter.
well, oh, I didn't say anything like that.
Oh,
But thank you for reminding yourself.
I have a son.
Yeah. A
Regardless,
dog.
we've been
I have
through this.
3 of those.
Yeah, your dogs aren't as cool as my dog.
One of them is. One of them's
Sadie?
cooler. Oh, well, then I guess 2 of them are.
Oh, Mort is just a mess.
He's the
Like
coolest
a
dog in the world.
Bowl of pudding came alive.
You want him?
No.
I know you do.
No.
You love him.
No.
A bowl of pudding? He's not even fat. He's a damn unit.
His face looks like it's been stuck in the microwave.
Oh, my God.
Whatever. Let's get into the movie.
His face looks funny.
Yeah.
In a good way. He's funny,
It
handsome.
certainly looks funny.
Taylor says it's fine on Twitch. So it is on Twitch.
We're not. She's not. We're not.
I'm not.
Right now,
This
it's
is
on
not-
Twitch.
Let's see. We should test her. I'm just saying what she said.
Bro, I checked it 100 times. It doesn't say we're live.
She said, I asked her how the sound sounds on YouTube Live, and she said, sounds fine on Twitch.
Well, maybe she was just saying from past experiences. I
No.
don't think
She knows what I
anything
meant.
from,
I asked her to check the volume of every episode because I don't trust our volume guy.
Oh my god. It's not even funny. It's exhausting.
I know, it's funny because it pisses you off.
All right, let's get into the movie.
We watched The Apartment, ranked number 97 out of 100 on IMDb.
It's Beast.
It's from 1960. Is
I
it
enjoyed
Beast?
it
I
a
enjoyed
whole
it.
lot.
I liked it.
I was on the edge of my seat.
Edge of the seat.
Yeah.
What would you classify this movie as? Funny, drama?
Some type of rom comedy.
Yeah,
maybe.
kind of a rom-com. Kind of one of our first
Like the
country's
OG
first rom-coms.
rom-com of all
I
time.
liked it. That's probably why it ranks so high, because they're like, what is this? What is this pizzazz? It's funny and it's romantic. It's romantic comedy.
It was all over the place. There was love. There was suicide. There was other things.
Yeah. All right. You want to do a rating?
Yep.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 7.4. Wow. 7.4. 8.4. 7.9.
Man, you would think we were rating IMDb's worst 100 by the way John rates these things.
I mean, it's old. I mean, am I really going
Oh my
to
gosh,
compare
you're
this
so
to...
dignified.
Hey, is it good for its time? Yes. Is it something I'm ever going to watch again? Probably not.
Yeah, but that's
An
like, that's where your
8.4
rating
is so
goes
high.
way-
You just are like, oh, everything's an 8.
Okay, so 7.9.
That's perfect rating for this movie.
It better be. It's the best movie of the top 100 we've seen so far.
I think Singing in the Rain we might have rated higher.
Yeah. See?
Those guys were talented.
These guys were talented.
Which guys?
I don't know. I was laughing. The CEO, the real dirtbag during this movie, was cracking me up. He said some funny stuff. He said, I can't just divorce my wife. What do you want me to do? Sit her down at breakfast and say, hey, pass the sugar. I want a divorce. I thought that was a funny
It
one.
was funny.
Yeah, that dude was cracking me up. Probably for the wrong reasons, but
Oh, I mean, it was funny. It was good. I was entertained.
yeah, until she dove down, just guzzled down 12 sleeping pills.
That's got to be one of the first suicides on TV.
Why'd you go Australian?
Because I just said it, okay? I don't yell at you.
That had to be one of the first suicides on TV. Crikey.
People probably can't even hear this. It's probably not playing on anything anyway.
I can see our microphones moving, dude. All right. Do your plot summary. You always keep pointing fingers, and one day that finger's going to point right back at you.
No, because I do all my
And it'll
stuff
be me
perfectly
holding
right.
a gun.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I bet.
I bet. I bet you shoot me and I die.
will.
All right, plot summary. C.C. Baxter is a working fella, you see. Just a young man trying to make it in the insurance industry. What only problem is the fat cats in Baxter's office use their seniority and Baxter's hospitality to take advantage of him. Though these men are all married, they use Baxter's home as a smash pad. They bring young dames to Baxter's bachelor pad, you see, in order to take advantage of them, sexually. They all promise to put a good word in for Baxter with the man upstairs, Mr. Sheldrake. Sheldrake learns of the operation the office is running with Baxter, and he wants in on it. Sheldrake gives Baxter 2 tickets to go to a show so he can use the smash pad. Baxter is thrilled because he wants to take the elevator dame, Mrs. Kubelik. But is Miss Kubelik double booked? Either way, she'll probably find herself in Mr. Baxter's bedroom left less than satisfied.
You said, like, take advantage of them sexually. It was all consensual. It was just like a... It was just a
Yeah,
smash
but
pad
they
for-
thought that they were going to get married and they were going to get divorced, but
Not
no,
all of them,
no.
just Miss Kubelik. Miss Kubelik is mad famous. You recognize her. as
I
an old
recognized her and immediately knew who she was.
lady. I had no idea who she was.
I said, she's that old lady, you see?
Yeah, that's a good guess when you're watching a movie from the 1960s.
I knew that she was from Bewitched.
Nice.
No, I
That's good
didn't know
enough for
that.
me. Huh?
I lied. I didn't
What
know she
the
was that
hell?
until I looked her up.
I just looked her up before. All right, here's mine.
You
The
look.
apartment. Really?
Oh
Really?
oh my
What were you
god!
gonna say? Since it's so important.
You looked her up before and saw she was famous before you watched the movie.
No, I looked her up like 30 minutes before we started this podcast.
Okay, her name's Shirley MacLaine.
Yep. She's got a daughter. Her daughter is not famous. I thought her daughter would be famous, just how things go. Here we go. The apartment follows a plucky employee trying to make his way to the top floor by any means necessary. He does this by letting his superiors superior shag broads in his room. Eventually, after hearing wonderful remarks, the CEO requests a meeting with Mr. Baxter. Unfortunately, he is the sleaziest of them all. His only intentions wanting the key to the apartment to fadoodle the elevator girl. This affair and the CEO's promise to leave his wife ends up sending our elevator girl on a downward slope, straight down. Elevator pun. She attempts to commit suicide, thus leaving her incapacitated and confined to the pork factory with Mr. Baxter. After spending 48 hours together, a romance is formed. Baxter quits his job, and the elevator girl finally ends her toxic relationship.
Confined to the pork factory.
Yeah, the apartment. I was doing the same thing you were doing with just shag names.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much. I had no idea what this movie was going into it.
No idea.
And now that I've seen it, I could have. There's no way in hell I would have ever been able to conjure up this movie in a million years.
No, it was great. Great
Apartment,
story.
F Shack, Dirty Mike and the Boys. Then somebody falls in love. Somebody tries to commit
Suicide. Guy loves the elevator girl. She commits suicide in his apartment. Has no idea.
And then later,
she douches him for that play.
Almost Impossible, Sue, that had me just jaw dropped. Oh no, Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, you mean when he almost
At the
shot
end?
himself?
He didn't almost. He was just popping a bottle of champagne. But
Hey, you never
He
know
did
with that
not.
guy. He just shot himself in the leg.
Oh man, he was just starting his new journey, and I just figured, heck, there's no way this guy's gonna kill himself.
Yeah.
Ends up doing it.
Taylor
well.
fell asleep during this movie.
Did she like it at the start?
I guess not. She fell asleep.
Yep.
Anyways, I said to her today, I said, "Shut up and deal." And I
They
said,
a
if you
lot.
would
Oh,
have,
that was right at the very end.
if you would have finished the movie, that would have
You
been a
got
hit.
But now she's just mad
Basically
at you.
means I love you.
Yeah,
He says I love you, and then she says,
Pretty-
"Shut up and deal."
pretty cheap way to say I love you.
Yeah,
but-
she's not committed to Mr. Baxter.
Oh, no,
They didn't even
she still
kiss.
loves Mr. Seaborn's.
Hers was Cuba Lick. His was Flash Pass Max.
Yeah, pretty much. But that dude, I mean, he had some funny.
Sheldrake.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah, I can't just
Sheldrake.
break up with my wife. You see, I got kids.
Yeah. So anyways, so the movie's like they're like going about it, and they're like they knock on his door. I don't even know what's happening. I thought at the beginning he's like lurking outside this apartment,
Yeah.
and I'm like, is
Creep.
this guy like stalking somebody or something?
Yeah.
But anyways, this guy and this gal go out. He goes back in, and then like at one point they're like, "Hey, dude, I heard you got an apartment, and it's like 11 p.m. You just got out of bed."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "I heard you got this apartment. I need it right now." And then he goes and sleeps on this like bench.
Yeah.
You see how long that bench was?
No, I
The
didn't know
bench-
this.
It was like the ocean's shores.
It was just so long.
It was so long you couldn't see the beginning or the end of this bench.
Oh
It
wow.
was just one continuous bench.
They don't make them like that anymore. They
I
don't
know,
want.
but
They
I
want
wonder-
guys like this sleeping on it.
Yeah, which was funny. We like made a joke about that. It was like, it's like they probably did it for like homeless people. Like
Yeah.
just make the bench small enough.
They
that
also
can't get
put those
comfortable.
metal bars in between now that are armrest,
Yeah.
but they're anti-homeless
Yeah,
sleeps.
you better not sleep here.
You can't sleep on that back break.
Nah.
You'd rather sleep on the ground. You see.
Yeah, but speaking of, I saw this video. There's this new show going around called like it's like with Nick. It's one of
Nick
the
Jonas.
the least famous Jonas. That's a famous Jonas.
Kevin
Jonas.
Kevin Jonas.
And the least famous, the fourth brother that nobody even knows.
Something else, Jonas.
Yeah, and it's like who's the celebrity family member?
Yeah.
And like Tom Hanks' niece or something like went on there and like flipped out because like the tip was bench, and they were like, "Oh, I think you're Tom Hanks's," and she just went nuts.
Wow, she was pissed.
Oh yeah, 'cause she didn't get to play the game.
She was immediately guessed.
Yeah, it'd be like going to Survivor. I don't know.
Oh, so they
She was
tell
the
a
first one.
hint, and the hint was benched because of Forrest Gump,
Yeah,
and they immediately got that.
I guess. I don't know. I had no idea how this. Game
I don't think
works.
I don't think I would have tied those two together so quick.
No, and this lady flipped. But I would be super pissed
When you say
off,
she flipped, like was she like throwing the F-bomb?
screaming, like going
So
back.
pissed.
Oh, like insane. It was like off camera, like she like you know how they always have like this little like
Yeah.
It was like off camera.
Survivor, I'd flip my lid
I would-
because those guys just voted me off, and I'd be like, "You sons of bitches,
I
you
would have been,
guys."
even just being the first one out.
Oh, so that would break your friggin' heart.
I'd say it's nearly impossible if we were both on Survivor that we would be the first one out. But you would be out like the second they went to solo survival.
No, because here's what I would do. When I found out I was going on Survivor, I would gain like 50 pounds.
Of
And I would,
that?
yeah, and I'd look
Okay.
I'd look like a flub.
Well, then you might just be.
No.
Why would you
Then
do
I'd be
that to
the
yourself?
I'd be the funny fat guy. They always
You're
keep
not
that
even
guy
that
around till
funny.
the end. And then meanwhile, while I'm on Survivor Island, I already have all this bulk. I don't need to eat as much. I've got it stored for winter. Then I get shredded, and I'm just winning all the games that way.
I mean, if you want to think that's how it would happen, I respect
Are you
it.
telling me that you don't look
think
intimidating?
I would go
You're
further.
pushing 6 feet tall.
I think I would go further in Survivor than you would. They always got the 6'3", 6'4" guy. I would hide out in my challenges, just do just good enough, and so that people would be like, "Oh, well, I can beat Zach if I have to."
Yeah.
And then top 5, I would work on alliances.
I
Top
would
5
never
is
go
right.
fishing. Every time they go fishing, that
They
guy
always
is
chat about
douche
it.
immediately. And it's like, this guy is freaking getting y'all dinner. And the first thing you always do is, what do you guys think about Tom?
Yeah, I got a fish.
Yeah.
No.
No, you know what you got? You got 6 votes coming your way, Chief.
Yeah, that's like the one dude. I forget his name, but some guys
Handsome Joe?
on there. Handsome Joe was one.
He's
and then,
played
the
like
Ozzy
4
dude or
times, and
something.
he's always like halfway douched.
Ozzy. Some
And
dude
Joe
like that.
rocks the games.
Oh, that's the problem. You can't be too good at the games. But yeah, so I cannot.
This guy's
stand-
apartment was $80 a month. Went up to
What?
85.
Oh
And
my
he was
god!
like, God dang, went up to $85 a month because you got a new AC unit. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, he said my bowler hat cost $15. I was like, I would have paid $90 for that bowler hat.
$15 for his hat?
Yeah.
That seems kind of expensive.
Well, how much was that hat?
I bet this is only like $30.
I mean, inflation on bowler hats is not.
Not
it's
nearly what it is on.
It's
Yeah.
a steady incline.
Not nearly what it is on. Because I mean, an
Gas.
apartment, that's $170 for twice as expensive. That'd
You
be
want to
cake.
charge me that much for gas and living? It's like 15. I would assume like people living in that area are probably paying like $2,000. He was like in downtown Atlanta. Apparently, like he wasn't in Atlanta, but like he was in downtown,
Yeah.
like right by the bars. Apparently, because everybody.
Oh,
was like,
people
"Yo."
loved his apartment.
And I'm like, these guys are like higher up than him.
Why don't you guys chip in and get an apartment?
Just get an F shack.
Yeah, you
Go
guys
over
really
there.
need one. 4 of you, you could throw an extra, $15 a month.
Yeah, and then just
Get Sheldrake in on it. Y'all all got an F shack.
y'all got a key. You don't have to worry about passing the key around.
Yeah, these
la-di-da.
guys, they're scoundrels.
Oh, they are just.
These guys are
dirtbags.
dogs.
And
Every
they
single
kept
one of
calling
the
him
guys
Buddy
in the
Boy.
office. Hey, buddy boy, let me get that apartment key, don't you think?
Hey, buddy boy, what you doing?
I'll put it in a good
Thursday?
word with the higher ups.
Yeah, the Mr. Sheldrake when he's like trying to like tell this dude what he's doing without telling him.
Yeah,
I mean, the dude's low key a dirtbag for protecting Sheldrake for as long as he did.
yeah.
But he was like, "Oh, so you ever seen Music Man?" He's like, "No,
Nice.
sir, never had the opportunity to." He's like, "Well, do you want to?" And he's like, "Oh, boy, sir, you and me going
Boy,
to see?"
jolly me.
No.
No. What's Baxter? You're not picking up what I'm putting down. I'm saying that me and an old lady go back to your apartment tonight and you go see the Music Man.
Yeah. And then, lo and behold, I think I guessed it before you.
Oh, I
put them
did.
Together.
I put it down. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's the elevator girl. She's
Actually,
double
no, I
booked.
didn't really guess it that well.
Oh, really?
I'm like, she's like walking up to the booth before you see him, and I'm like, I bet we recognize him. That's what I said right before.
You didn't
we
even
saw
know
it.
that was gonna be elevator girl?
No, but
Oh,
no,
I
didn't
knew.
know who. I knew it was Elevator Girl, obviously.
Yeah.
I didn't know who the counterpart was going to be. I know it was
Sheldrake.
Mr. CEO. Yeah,
Yeah, Sheldrake for show.
but that makes so much more sense. Like the other guys, they were
Yeah.
C-list characters. Sheldrake was like the top dog.
Yeah, that was a great twist.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I got tickets to the Music Man. You want to go see it? And she said, I'll meet you there. I got a date before. Got to get this guy the cold shoulder.
Yeah,
Ends up going to
Turns
the
out
guy's
she just-
apartment
swooned.
and bangs him there.
Yeah, and then she leaves her broken glass mirror.
And that's what sells her out.
I
Sells
know.
her down the river.
But anyway, so this guy, Mr. Baxter, is like number 857 of like an employee's. Oh, shoot. Before I get into that, I completely forgot about this. So we were talking benches earlier. What do you think the world's longest bench is? I had to look it up because I was so enticed by this bench.
World's longest bench.
In feet.
I'm gonna guess it's a mile long.
Okay, well, it's more than that, but just give me like
Wow.
thousands of feet. I don't know. Oh, that's 2,560 feet. Isn't that about right for a mile?
5,286.
Oh, so I just went dyslexic with it.
Yeah, I think it's 5,000
2,500
feet in a mile.
feet in a mile.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 10,000 feet.
I'm gonna go with 5,670 feet.
Oh no! I was talking about the bench. 5,280 is a mile.
Oh, okay. So I was just talking.
5,280.
All right, it's 3,320.
So it's not as long as a mile. You threw me for a loop.
I thought a mile was 2,000 feet.
Wow, this bench isn't even a mile long.
Nobody says, all right, guys, today in gym class, we're running 10,586 feet.
5,280.
Whatever it is. I'm not going that far. Which is crazy, bro.
How high do you think an airplane flies?
Commercial or like residential?
If it was Baxter's airplane, you're in the Mile High Club.
It's called residential, huh?
I said if it was CC Baxter's airplane, you'd be in the Mile High Club.
15,000.
Let's look.
1520.
How high do airplanes fly?
Wow.
Can't believe you said the bench was longer than a mile and it wasn't.
I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to know.
This says they typically fly between 30,000 and 40,000 feet high.
What?
Yeah.
I don't want to be that high.
That's nuts.
Yeah, Mile High Club, more like freaking Sky High Club.
Yeah, that's about 6 to 8 miles high.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
You know they're making a Sky High too?
No, they're not.
I'm almost positive that's
Sky High 1 slaps.
Sky High 1 slaps. You know
Sky
what's
High
another,
1?
like a superhero movie that slapped?
Not Up and Away.
Chronicle.
Chronicle, I don't know that one.
You
With
never
Vin
watched
Diesel?
Chronicle? No. It's like these Michael B. Jordan's in it. Him, this sketchy kid, and this other guy. I think it's Miles Teller. And Michael B. Jordan. Pretty famous people.
Is this a TV show?
No, it's a movie. It's Chronicle, and it's like kind of filmed like Paranormal Activity, where they like
And
have
it's-
like. Oh, it is fire, dude. It's like, if I really thought about it, I might even like put in like my top 10, definitely top 20.
Whoa, are you telling me it's that good?
I liked it.
It's rated a 7.0 out of 10. It is Andrew Detmer. He's in Spider-Man, the ones
Yeah,
with
he's
Andrew
the Green
Garfield. Yeah, he's the Green Goblin.
Yeah, he's a terrible Harry Osborn.
Matt Garrity, a guy I don't recognize, and Michael B. Jordan. Oh, no, Alex Russell's that guy's name.
Oh, Matt.
I was reading their character's name. Dan DeHaan is the one guy, Alex Russell, and Michael B. Jordan.
Dan DeHaan.
Dan DeHaan.
Well, yeah, we should actually put Chronicle on July.
Oh, yeah?
I'd watch it again. I haven't watched Chronicle in so long.
You're telling me Chronicle slaps.
I think you would enjoy it. You
Three
might
high
just-
school friends gain superpowers after making an incredible discovery underground. Soon they find their lives spinning out of control and their bond tested. I feel like I might have caught the back end of this. Does the Dane DeHaan guy, does he use his powers for bad?
Green Goblin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
pretty
feel
good.
like I might have seen the tail end of this. I definitely don't know this movie, but
Oh, I watched it.
he
multiple-
looks like a bad guy.
Yeah, you can
I feel like
tell by
Michael
the
B.
way he
Jordan's
looks.
going to beat him up and the other guy's going to die.
Hey. You said you watched the end and then you just claimed what the end was. I don't remember who dies and who doesn't die, but I feel like somebody does in fact die.
Okay, I would watch this.
All right, sweet. Chronicle in July. We got at least one. Hudson.
I got
also,
too many.
Also known as our future guy in the chair, wants us to do like Hudson's pick, guy in the chair pick.
Once a month, Hudson's
Yeah.
guy in the chair
And
pick.
it's always gonna be like some like weird indie film because he's always watching just weird
Oh
stuff.
God! So they're always. I'm gonna be like,
He had, like,
Hudson.
a
That was a oh.
French-
5.0.
Yeah, and he's gonna be pissed about it, which will be kind of funny.
Oh
He
man.
had this French like movie they wanted us to watch, and it's like a scary old French movie. I don't remember what it's called.
I
But...
dig it. I'll let guy in the chair get a pick.
Yep, he just needs a chair now.
I got a chair.
He'll sit in this chair. I'll sit in that chair.
That'd be better for vibes.
Ambiance.
Ambiance.
Yeah.
Okay. So Oh, the doctor on his floor thinks he's like a real just guy's guy, ass getter, drinking guy.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. And he's like
Yeah.
a Jewish guy, and he keeps calling him all these like he's like, you're a manushka.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, you need to be a mensch.
Well, like at some point, so this girl attempts suicide in his home,
Yeah.
and he's still committed to the bit. He's like, yo, dames, like you just want to fool around for a little bit, and then all of a
And
sudden
then they commit suicide.
they're committed to you. I would have been like, bro,
I gotta
everything you've
call
been
the
hearing,
cops.
all of this wasn't me. I mean, this is all just a misunderstanding.
I think he was not like committed to the bit. I
He was
think he was
protecting his job
protecting
and his boss,
Sheldrake. Yeah,
Sheldrake.
I would have been like, especially in this day and age. Maybe back then they were like, always trust the fella. You know, they don't know what these dames are gonna say. But today you'd be like, dude, no. Here's what happened.
No.
I gotta shoot you straight. There's a dead girl maybe in my apartment. It's Mr. Sheldrake all the way.
Yeah.
I would not be like, nah, this was me, but you know, it's cool. She's crazy. She's a dame, you see?
Hey, I mean, we all know how dames get. Come on.
Come on, you know how dames
And
are.
then he's like hiding razor blades.
1 second they act cool, the next second they're taking all your sleeping pills.
It's ridiculous. And then he hides razor blades, and then he shaves his face, puts the razor blade back, and then goes to the grocery store. I
Yeah.
was like, did you really think that was a good idea? And then he
No.
rushes in like she's dead.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, if you were that worried about leaving,
Should have gone to the grocery store.
you shouldn't have left.
No.
Uber Eats or something.
Yeah,
What are these guys doing?
you know, dames, yeah, they ask you how many sleeping pills they take. They take, you say 2, they thought they heard 20.
I don't know, doc, like half the bottle. They talk like, so all the dudes talk like
That guy was just a good guy, too.
he was a great guy.
Even though he let these guys do whatever they want.
I'll tell you what, he wore that bowler hat and he put it on and I was like, oh, that's kind of lame.
Then he tilted it
And I
sideways.
was like,
He
this-
said, that's
That's
really
kind of looking pretty cool. And then he gets hammered, drunk, and then he's wearing hammered bowler hat. And I'm like, that's the coolest look of all time.
What was different about it?
I think it's just the disheveledness of,
Yeah.
I don't know. But it
was
made me
fun.
want to buy a bowler hat. I won't.
It was his
'cause I know
face.
it's
He
a
was
terrible
angry
idea.
and he was like, man, this elevator girl, she
He looked like one of those
Sheldrake."
clowns, like an old timey clown.
Yeah. And him and that
Like
girl
in
at the
the
bar
70s.
just dancing like forehead to
That was
forehead.
funny. Yeah, they were both so hammered that they were like leaning against each other and just like still doing pretty good, like
Yeah.
swaying wise. And then she's like, I mean, these women's voices, every single one of them, I'm like,
Why do they talk like that?
I'm like,
the
I
girls
would've-
are way worse.
I want to rip my ears off.
Mr. Baxter, that's so cute.
You
What did that
never,
one
like-
girl say? The guy's on the phone. He's like, yeah, I'm talking to my mother. It's just so sweet.
That was pretty
That's so sweet. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, bro. I could not. I would be
Oh,
gay back
that's the
then.
one where it was like, yeah, that's the one where he's like, she looked like Marilyn Monroe.
She did.
Yeah, she did kind of look like. They were all very attractive, but I
Yeah.
would have rather this been a silent
That
film.
old lady that is famous now, Shirley MacLaine,
Yeah,
she was really cute. And I would not have expected her to turn out the way she did.
yeah, she started looking a little.
I would have
bit-
not have looked at the old lady that I've seen and thought, oh, that lady was probably
Yeah,
really
she was
cute.
probably hot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was.
indeed.
She could even pull off a pixie cut, and I feel like no one was rocking those back then.
I don't know.
Her hair was cut like a boy. Your hair's cut like a boy. What the hell happened to you?
Oh yeah, what's his name?
You know I liked it long.
Yeah, he's just it's his way or the highway, and it's hilarious. So she's like the whole time this girl's like discombobulated. She's like, oh man, like I don't want to be like used like this by this guy. I want him like I'm in love with him, but I can't like do this anymore.
Yeah.
And then like they like it's like Christmas time, and she like gives him a present, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't know what to give you, darling. So here's $100." And then it's like, "You're a whore."
Yeah.
That's kind
Starts
of
taking off her clothes.
Yeah. Oh man,
So
That
I
guy
guess
was
you
just a-
paid for it, didn't you?
dirt bag.
Yeah. The doctor says to him because he's bringing out just a bucket of like liquor, and he goes, "You must have iron kidneys if you drink like that." And
Yeah.
then he says, "How about when you die, which I'm assuming is going to be pretty soon, you dedicate your body to science for me?"
Yeah.
He's like, "All right."
Yeah, and he was all for it. I don't think it was about his drinking ability. I think it was about his banging ability.
The drinking too,
Okay.
because he was talking about his kidneys.
He was like, dude,
And then
you
he said-
are a freaking specimen.
Yeah, he said, "I heard you have a couple double headers last night."
Yeah. You stop, then you win again.
And then he goes to his wife, Mildred, he's at it again.
I know. I love when they would some girl would be knocking on the door for some unrelated reason, and he just looks like the biggest bachelor of all time. But then everyone starts hating him. Even then, I would have been like, okay, I don't want Mildred to hate me down the hall.
Yeah.
I'll just let them know. It's not like it's gonna get back to Mr. Seamoss.
Yeah.
Talking about Seamoss, that's dangerous.
One of the old guys that was banging in his apartment, not Sheldrake, but one of the originals.
Yeah.
Probably the first guy to do it. I think he smacks the elevator girl on the ass, and she's like, "Watch your hands. The next time I'm gonna chop it off in the elevator."
Yeah.
And did that in front of
That's it.
everyone. That was sexual harassment
It would
back
have been
in the
a
day.
gasp and
Oh, he would have been fired faster than you could say fiddlesticks.
oh yeah. And then news reports.
Yeah.
You would have been toast, bud. Can't smack asses anymore.
No chance. No siree, Bob. Oh, okay. So here's something that he did. He said, "Yeah, I'm all out of liquor, but I ordered some. It should be here tomorrow morning." They could order liquor back then
Maybe that was the only way.
to do it.
Yeah.
I got an order of liquor on the way.
Prohibition.
No. Prohibition, no liquor.
No,
And that was
liquor.
way earlier.
Yeah.
I think
What
that was
was
the
this?
20s. This was 1960.
So they were just hey, you can have some liquor, but
You got to order it. It's on layaway.
yeah, I don't know how that works.
I don't know what was up with the liquor order, but he had ordered
I
liquor.
drive 3 miles down the road.
Yeah.
Or 5 miles down the road the other way. Both ways. Liquor store.
Oh, here's one. So, Baxter is asking Miss Kubelik to the show, and he goes, "And it'll be perfect for you. It's right by where you live." And she goes, "You know where I live?"
That was terrifying.
He says, "Oh, I know everything about you. I looked it up in the insurance log. I know your social security number. I know how many brothers and sisters you have. I know where you live, blah, blah, blah." And it was like, "Oh, that's fun." She just laughs about
he
it.
was like, he was like, "I know everything about you. I know you live with your sister and your brother-in-law, all this stuff." And she's like, "How do you know all this?" And he's like, "I looked it up in the insurance log." And she thought that part was funny.
Yeah.
And I mean, the only it's he had access to it, so he was.
Tay was
thinking
like,
about
"Wow,
her.
is that supposed to be charming back then?" Because today that would be like, "Yo, what the heck?"
Well, you can find that on Instagram.
Not where people live, not
You
where
went to
they,
Florida, right?
not their social. He said he knew her social security number.
By heart.
Yeah,
Yeah, that seems kind of
Yeah.
terrifying.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
It's not something that you would want people to know.
The one thing I have issues with these old movies, besides the fact that it's black and white, is there's always just this weird looming silence.
Yeah.
There's always background music or something in movies today. Where
Yeah, it's all about the audio score.
There's at least the music behind it. But in this, it's just if he's not talking, there ain't nothing going on.
It's shuffling of feet.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's
Well-
terrifying.
It's terrifying.
But he was scrolling through the TV and he's just clicking this RC radio, tuning some damn thing that's it's huge.
Yeah.
It looks like a stereo system and it's he only has 3 channels because he clicks through one, sees it, commercial, goes to the other, bam, bam, back on the 4th click.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have cable anymore, but I would rather have no TV than just 3 channels.
Yeah,
half the
I
time-
was surprised. I don't know. That was a funny scene. It
There's
just-
2,000 channels, or however many. There's infinite things to watch these days, and you can never find anything to watch.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something to that.
Oh yeah, that guy looked happy with that one until that
He
damn
turned it
commercial
off,
came on.
He turned it off real quick. Oh, they were saying the cast, and he was
Yeah.
ooh, Judy Jimsaw, Judy Lynch.
How about the office party? There's people just macking left and
Inside
right.
of the theater.
1960s in the office, and they're just like it's
Or
nothing.
in somebody else's office.
Yeah, and they would
I
just
like it.
open up, look at them, close the door. There'd be people
Right.
macking on in the hallways.
You guys mind? And then he just stands up and carries the girl out. That was
Yeah.
impressive.
I was like, wow, this office was something. The party was going nuts. The girl was kind of stripping on the desk. It was almost like something out of Wolf
I
of Wall
thought she
Street.
took her panties off. And I was like,
She
I
took
think-
off I don't
think she
know. It was
did,
like a
like
pearl
beads.
accent piece. Yeah.
Some beads.
Took off some beads, but the guys were going crazy for it.
It was like 1960s Wolf of Wall Street.
It was.
Like,
And I was
especially
like,
that scene, I
wow.
was like, this even kind of like looks like Wolf
Yeah,
of
it
Wall
looked like
Street.
Wolf of Wall Street. These
Yeah.
guys were just working in insurance, though. If they worked in finance, they would have been titties.
Yeah. Yeah, not enough money in insurance.
Yeah, that's why
Can't
they
even
only
afford an
got.
apartment in the downtown area.
Yeah, but I was surprised by that office party for a movie from the 1960s. I mean, people just macking all over the place.
Yeah, but at that office party, so like, I don't know how call logs work back then, but so they get a call and the girls are like, "What? There's a party on the 19th floor." I can't do the girls' voice, but then like, that's really good. I mean, that must hurt to do.
Fall for you on the 19th floor.
That's scary good. Honestly.
Dude, that's how they talk.
I know, it really is exactly how they talk. But then they all dip.
Yeah.
So then what? Like that whole entire building or something just has no access to the phones anymore.
Oh yeah, no, they can't get the calls.
So you call operator,
There's a party, girls.
and they're like, "Hey, you gotta call, Dad. It's person to person." I'm like, "Yeah." Is there normally just like some like nosy girl that's always listening, like as a median?
Probably.
Well, like that was what.
Or do you tell the operator,
second-
like, you tell Mr. Sheldrake I got a deal for $10,000, and then
No
she
way.
Mr. Sheldrake, he's got a deal.
But they were gossiping like nobody's business.
That one girl loved being on the phone.
Oh yeah.
She was, "Zoop. What is he gonna say?" And then she snitches.
The secretary.
Yeah.
Duh, you had to lock that girl. You had to give her a promotion every year for the rest
He
of
was
her life.
crazy. He broke up with her
idiot.
and left her on.
Yeah. And he,
Sheldrake really got out. He just really thought he could just do whatever he wanted.
yeah, and then Sheldrake gets divorced. His wife kicks him out, and then he calls his old lady, the girl who just committed suicide for him. She's alive though, attempted to, and he goes, "Hey, I did it, sweetie. I finally left my wife."
Sheldrake was a bastard, man.
Sheldrake, I know, but everything he did just made me laugh out loud.
All right, I got a game.
Alrighty.
It's called Let's Get Ethical.
Mm.
I give you a situation,
Ethics.
and you tell me if you would do it or not.
Okay.
All right. This is for your boss. All right. Would you give him the keys to your house for $1,000 per session?
Absolutely not.
What am I? $1,000 per session? Or you know what our pod room would look like after 3
I know,
sessions?
dude. Actually, the only thing I have issues with is like this dude just went and slept in his bed afterwards.
Oh yeah. He
Like,
know.
it's just like
He even said that one guy threw an eggnog party. I don't know what the hell that means.
yeah,
Eggnog everywhere.
yeah. Don't put a black light in that apartment.
Yeah, dude.
I would like had to sleep standing up. Like I would like roll out a sleeping bag and sleep on the ground. But $1,000 per sesh, go nuts. I hope you.
He's
use
probably
it nine times.
those guys are going once a week, so you're looking at $52K a year.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good penny in the
For
pocket.
them back then, it'd probably be like, give you $2. Yeah.
Probably. I mean,
Still.
because then they'll just get their own.
Like they had a taxi and the girl was like, "You owe me 45 cents." I just do it. So,
You owe me 45 cents.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right. Would you get his laundry for $12,000 added to your salary annually?
How often?
Let's say his laundry's every other week.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Every other week, so that's
You got to bring it to his house. He lives across town.
yeah, I'd still do it.
Yeah.
I mean, 12,000 is 12,000.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all about money, huh?
Would you get your boss a cup of Morning Joe every day for a free cup of Joe?
No,
He covers your Joe.
I wouldn't.
Oh, dude, that's $5 a day?
Yeah, but I don't want to be the cup of Joe guy.
Yeah, I
So
know.
think it's
That's
like-
tough. You don't want to be coffee boy, bitch boy.
You don't want to be coffee boy, bitch boy.
But you free Joes. $5 a day. How many days? 300.
I drink mine on the way and then carry his like I just had a cup.
You're probably
Hey,
only
good
saving
morning, how
about
are you?
$1,500.
I just got a cup of coffee, and
Yeah.
then I give it to him.
Hey, I'm drinking 2 today.
No, I drink mine in the car.
Ah.
So now I'm only holding 1 cup of
Yeah,
coffee.
yeah.
If you got like the tin with like 4 coffees,
Then
in
they're
it,
like,
your
who?
coffee
Every
boy, bitch
single
boy.
day?
Yeah.
But even people would catch on if you walked into the boss's office with a cup of coffee and you
Hey,
left
boss,
without
I
one.
need to tell you something.
Every
Ah.
single day, I gotta tell you something to start off my morning.
Or you could just be like, it's like how
It's
Ted
probably
Lasso-
only saving $1,500. So
Wow.
A year.
That's a lot. It's like how Ted Lasso gives the boss cookies.
Yeah.
That's just a friendly gesture.
Yeah.
Hey, boss, I bought you a cup of coffee. Maybe that's what I would do.
But what if
Mario
it got
goes
out? What if it got out? He says, yeah, Zach brings me coffee every day, and I buy his for him. You would look like such a loser.
What? All right, go again.
Probably want to do that one.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay. Lied to his wife about where he was for a nice dinner on the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my
prob.
problem.
Not my problem. I'm sorry, wife, but he
Yeah.
told me to say you were doing this. Now I'm going to Fogo de Chao on the house.
Yeah, I'm getting the meat sweats.
Yeah. All right, last one I got.
Oh man, Fogo de Chao would be dangerous now.
Watch his dog for a week for an extra week of vacation.
Just a week?
Yeah.
Week for a week.
Yeah, week for a week.
Yeah.
That's an easy split.
That's an
split.
easy one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's 40 hours off your plate.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not like I don't have to stay with the dog, right? It's just like
No, it's just your classic watching his dog. Yeah, yeah.
Easy.
Easy.
Yeah, I do
That one's cake.
Man, that's funny because I never like leave. I mean, I take my dog to like a kennel or whatever on vacations, but I never really like thought about just leaving him at my house. And
Oh man, it's the best. I get
I know
Hunter.
it is.
I get Hunter to do it. Sullenberger to do it for me all the time. Then you don't have to pick him up. That place is 30 minutes away.
Oh, it
30
is
minutes
a
back.
nightmare.
They charge you every single Sunday. I mean, it's good price, but I could always pick them up Sunday, and they aren't open on Sunday, so they charge you Sunday night.
Schemers.
They're nice people and all, but it's a bit of a.
I will say the last time I went there, I mean, I did the whole shebang. I think he was there for like close to a week, and then he got bathed after. Because anything after
The
like 2 or 3
bathe is where
days-
it also gets you.
And it was like, all right, you owe us $275, and I was like, no, I'm just picking up rigs. Like, I don't want the whole kennel. And they were like, no, we know. I didn't say that, but I was like, dude, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean,
and you end up having to pay $275.
also,
How many
rigs
days was
in
that?
The car is like my worst nightmare of all time.
Oh yeah.
He's just back and forth in the back seat and like whining, and then like I'll roll down the window and he'll be like, and he'll bite the glass. So I have to like roll it down while he's on the other side. Because if he sees the glass roll down,
He's gonna munch it.
Yeah, he bites the glass, and then I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Your dog's nuts.
He's a psychopath, and it's probably my fault.
Yeah, that's how
I
it
showed him
works.
shadows.
Yeah, dude, the shadows thing. Hey, look at this funny thing my dog does. He chases
Oh,
the tail.
Taylor, you guys all loved it. You
I
guys all
laughed.
said, hey, Taylor said, "Hey, Dad, look at this. Look at what this stupid dog does."
She did it.
Yeah, and did it to her dad. And I said, "Okay, guys, like I get it. I
Cut it out. He's gonna be like this
But-
for life.
Yeah, I don't want him. I don't want anyone showing him shadows anymore." And now he just like two people. He's been good with like me and Hudson will be chilling, and he'll be good.
When
All
you're
right.
in love with a married man, you shouldn't wear mascara.
Oh yeah, she did say that.
That was a good line.
Yeah,
I
that's
was,
also during the Christmas debacle. That's
Yeah.
the day she committed sue.
yeah, I thought
That's
it was
interesting.
funny when he was at the bar, depressed because he found out about the mirror, and he was like, "Oh man, Cuba Link is with Sheldrake."
In my apartment.
And the girl said, "Any thoughts on Castro?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that's funny. This is about Fidel Castro back then. He must have been just popping off."
Oh really?
And he said, "Yes. Well, your husband must have been on the wrong side of the revolution."
Yeah. He was a horse jockey.
Yeah.
I couldn't meet a horse jockey in person and not smile.
Laugh so hard. Oh man, this is a
Smile.
good one.
And they're not even like, I think they're like technically like a little person, but they're
No.
I mean like
Because they're 4'10", they're
Yeah,
under
like-
5 foot.
like the height statistic puts
Yeah.
them as like a qualified little person,
Yeah.
but their stats are so different. Like
Today.
little people, their appendages are like
Yeah.
little personified, but a jockey's just a shrunk down human being.
Yeah. Today we were selling a house, and someone asked. Often people before they get under contract, they'll be like, "Will you do a bunch of
Do any
upgrades?"
little people live here?
Will you, yeah, yeah. Will you do a bunch of upgrades?
Yeah.
And I'll always get them a price for it, and I'll be like, "Oh no," or "Yeah, I'll do that one, that one."
Yeah.
Anyways, this was the first. Today I heard they asked me to lower the cabinets, to make the cabinets shorter.
Oh, for a little person.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm thinking that's what it's got to be.
gotta be, but the cabinets were installed.
They weren't installed yet. I said, I mean, we can probably do it,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
I just thought that was a nuts request.
yeah,
I haven't seen them. I don't know for a fact.
20
But I
inch
assume
how,
that's-
how high did they want the cabinets?
What's standard? 30?
Something like that. 30, 32, something.
Yeah, I think it's 30. I don't know. That would have to get more facts. And how low would it have to be before these people could treat it like a normal cabinet?
I've seen this.
I want a
video.
16-inch cabinet.
That'd be adorable.
Yes.
I'd
imagine-
love to build that.
Yes, I would be like, hey, we
Absolutely.
gotta get. I know we've gotten pictures of this style of house before, but we're gonna have to run them back
Yeah.
because I gotta get this tiny
What
house.
if you just minified a whole entire house,
And
like a 5-bedroom, but now it's just for a tiny person, and it's like the size of a ranch.
I got a 3-bedroom, but it's 2 bedrooms per bedroom. So really, it's a 6 small bedroom.
Yeah. This lady on TikTok, like her sons are both kind of like one of her sons a normal dude, one of her sons a little person.
Is she a little
And
person?
she's a little person.
Yeah, I think.
But her house is shrunk down to her like.
Oh, the big guy's probably living in hell.
Yeah. I think he like moved out at this point, but like he would like go visit her and he'd be like, "Oh, this is what it's like living with my mom," and he's like taller than the ceilings. It's like Will Ferrell in hell.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it would be tough. It's almost as tough as like going to Callaway because I'm just ready for mom and dad to get out of Greenville. to
Yeah.
Callaway, but
Callaway Road.
yeah.
I
Oh,
got,
there you go.
I got
Okay.
it. I know what you're doing.
I
Yeah,
didn't even know what I
so
was doing.
I thought that was interesting. So yeah, then she gets pissed about her Christmas gift, and he's going home, can't stay because it's Christmas. So she pops off on some sleeping pills.
$100 though. This
That
day and age,
must have been like
That's a bag.
that must have been like $1,000.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
I don't
Probably.
know, but gotta be
Yeah.
right.
I mean, it was definitely like it's like somebody handing you a much larger bill today.
I wonder if
the
you can
inflation
search
rate.
this.
You can look up like inflation rate, like $100 from like 1960 to like how much it would be now.
How much would $100 in 1960 equal in today's dollars? Oh man, I just about nailed this.
Yeah, sometimes.
$100 in 1960 is equivalent in purchasing power to about $1,005.78 today.
You've been killing it with the facts today.
Man,
Good job.
that's
I
beast.
guess.
So she takes sleeping
So if
pills.
somebody hands you $1,000.
You gonna go cry about it?
Yeah.
And
you're
then
you're not even a prostitute at that point. They're probably getting like 25 cents.
so the guy gets the doc from next door to come look at her.
Yeah. Smart
And-
move. I was like, oh, dude.
I thought he was going to call the doctor. I was like, why is he not using his own phone to call the police?
Yeah.
But that was definitely smarter. And he kicks out the girl that he brought while the doc's coming in. So the doc's like, God, man, you look what's happening to you. It's about time. You need to stop being a mensch. You know what that means? A human being.
You said stop being a mensch.
Start being a mensch.
Oh, yeah. He needed to start being a mensch. And at
Yeah.
the end, he does.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
He calls him you fink. What the heck is a fink? They said it like
Nothing
twice.
To be called.
You don't want to be called a fink. Seems like
I think not.
I think it. I imagine it's kind of like puss. You puss. You fink.
You think? All right. So this whole movie is pretty much just about banging. So we're gonna go through some of. the
Oh wait,
main-
whoa.
Huh.
So about the doc in Miss Cuba Lake,
Okay.
when he's saving her, and he just is absolutely smacking the
Oh,
dickens out of her
dang.
like 10 times.
Yeah, and pouring scalding hot coffee down her throat.
Yeah, and he's just like, wake up, wake up, and
Yeah.
he like she'd wake up, and then he would smack her again.
Yeah, but I was like, why is he doing this? But I was like, oh, she can't even she can't go back to sleep.
Yeah,
But I mean, the force behind these slaps, like
they were intense.
that's why she had a headache. It had
What
nothing to do with
honestly,
the
after
sleeping
he
pills.
like pumps the stuff out of her, I feel like
go back to bed.
I feel like she'd be fine to go back to sleep.
I don't know.
What's the
But they
difference
only
between
kept her up
being
for, like,
awake?
a few more
I guess it's
hours.
like you need to be awake so we can make sure you're alive for the next couple hours. Then we'll know that you're good to go.
I guess.
Something
They
like
walked
that.
her around, kept her alive for a few hours, then put her back to bed.
And then he says, "This is a respectable place, not a respectable living place, not a honky tonk, honky tonky." And I was like, "Oh, that's funny."
Why?
I don't know. I just thought it was a funny word that I wouldn't have expected him to use.
All right. I wouldn't have expected them to use most of these words.
Oh man, they have a great. Later in the movie, they say, "You dig?" And he said, "Yeah, I dig."
Yeah.
I would have not
That
thought
was
you
pretty
dig.
far back.
It was
Yeah.
from
I think that's
1960.
I think
They
said that
said,
when they
you dig? And he goes,
dig.
I dig.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I did not think you dig was from 1960.
Yeah. I don't think that's why we still use it.
It was the same
terms-
exact
yeah,
term.
I
It was the
guess the
same exact
terminology is the
phrasing.
All right, let me play our game. You keep interrupting. I'm gonna go through some just ways that just a romp in the hay, you know,
Mhm.
just some ways that they used to say it back in the day. I'm gonna try and find the oldest one. In the 1630s was a raunchy time. Princum, prancum.
What are you saying?
That
Princum?
princum, prancum.
Is that one word?
Yeah, and it's spelled
C-U-M?
Yeah.
What's the first part spelled like?
Princum.
Princum.
Prancum with an R-A-N. P-R-A-N.
Praincum?
Prancum.
So, and that means to bang?
I guess I looked
From
up
when?
terms for sex.
Slang terms for sex as old back as you can go.
1630. Fadoodling, 1611. That one's still good.
That is a good one. Let's go fadoodle.
1604, 7 years prior to fadoodling, they had Borderland Carrick.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know, I guess.
How can you even use that in a sentence? Let's go Borderland Carrick. That doesn't.
I don't even know. Man. Play a couch quail.
Oh, easy.
That was 1521.
Couch quail? They had couches back then?
Yeah, they probably weren't the same that we know and love, but
They were playing couch quail on them.
Yeah, play the Pry Dewey. Plug a Nug Nug. I like that one.
Plug a nug.
Oh no, it's play Nug Nug.
I like plug a nug.
Yeah, I like Plug a Nug Nug way better.
Plug a nug nug.
Plug a Nug Nug. Give someone a green gown.
Ooh.
Night Psychic. Cobaticizing exercise. Cobaticizing. Join paunches.
You want to go join
rubbing
ponches?
bellies together. Dance the Paphian jig.
Oh, that's for show.
Yeah, we all know what that means.
That one's obvious.
Play at trade trip of a die.
Whoa.
Play at trade trip of a die. I think die is like
Play a trade trip of a die.
play a trade trip of a die. All right, let's do a few more. Dance Barnaby. That one's pretty good. Join giblets.
Join giblets.
I like join stomach pouches better, or whichever one that
Where have
was.
I heard Barnaby before?
Home Gandy.
The wall.
Home Gandy.
You want to go home again?
Ride a dragon upon Saint George. Jesus.
None of these terms aren't going to get you laid, Chief.
Yeah. Horizontal refreshment. Have one's corn ground. I think that's where dance the kipples. I don't like this one. Well, I don't like that one at all.
Say it.
1785. Make feet for children's stockings.
What does that mean?
Like make babies, I guess.
Make feet for children's stockings. Maybe. Probably.
Get one's ashes hauled. That was 1910.
I'm going to get your ashes hauled.
Yeah, all right.
Trust me.
I'm done with this. I'm done with this bedoodling talk.
Ugh. Brain, what?
Joint paunches.
Plug a nug nug.
Like, yeah, that wasn't even right, but I do like that one way better. Like a nug nug. That's gonna be 2024.
2 times in this movie, the guy was drunk and he said 3 and he held up 4. He said, I drank 3 drinks. Held up 4.
I saw him do it once.
Later, the girl does it.
Oh, really?
She says,
Like the elevator girl?
yeah. She says 4 or 3 and she holds up 4.
Well, he was with her when he did it, so maybe she just like caught on. Because she also says like, that's just the way the crumble cook. They don't say it exactly right. But
Yeah,
it's like
that's
the cookie crumble.
That's cookie wise. That's how it crumbles.
Cookie
wise.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
that's a beast little term.
Yeah, and then Sheldrake finally talks to her about the committing soon. He says, well, we just pretend this never happened, okay?
Yeah. Why would you do such a foolish thing?
Yeah. Yeah, we try to get a little bit of A little bit of attention, huh? A little attention seeker.
I left my wife. I love that part. Dude, you got kicked out. All right, so this whole thing is about a dude renting an apartment for, like, not renting. Like, he gives out his key for an apartment.
Yeah.
This isn't Horseman. This is just top of the dome.
Yeah.
Worst things you could, like, loan your apartment to a person for. Meth lab.
Sex is up there for show.
Yeah, for sure. Also, like, daycare.
Oh yeah, a party.
A party? Oh,
Can I use your place for a party? F no.
No. Certainly not, my friend. A seance.
Oh no. I ain't bringing that.
Never say
No way. I'm not bringing that shit into my house.
No.
I don't want to see a Ouija board anywhere. If
Yeah.
I saw one of
Can't even
those,
spell the damn thing.
yeah, no.
No.
WEEG.
I wish. Way more difficult.
What else do you not want in there?
You wouldn't want a
Hey, I'm getting a.
homeless shelter.
Yeah, certainly not.
Gross.
Yeah. Hey, I'm getting a personal massage. You mind if I use your place? No, thank you.
Yeah.
Get a massage somewhere else.
Anything with like candles and like there's wax everywhere at this point.
Yeah.
Seance and personal
Well,
massage.
seance are bringing in demons.
Yeah, goat blood too.
Yeah.
That's tough to get out of the rugs.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this fun fact that it was like, I think I actually, it's funny because I watch it on your Amazon Prime,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't have it signed in onto my TV. So I have to like go to my phone and like do this, and I saw this like trivia thing popped up. Most of them kind of suck.
You mind if we use your house to shoot off fireworks on the 4th of July? No, thank you.
That would suck. Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't put me there. But it said Baxter is just a poor accountant, but inside his apartment are 2 authentic Tiffany studio lamps, worth hardly anything when the film was made, but now worth $30,000 to $40,000 each.
Whoa,
Nice
Baxter,
lamp.
you baller.
Yeah, that's a lamp you want in your home. A Tiffany lamp.
Yeah.
Made by Tiffany.
Oh, how about this? So Baxter tells a story about a time he was going to commit suicide off a similar situation
Yeah.
over his best friend's wife.
Yeah. You jerk.
You jerk.
Yeah.
And then he accidentally shoots himself in the leg.
Probably deserved that one.
Mhm.
He would have been walking. I don't think if you shoot yourself in the kneecap, you ever walk normal for the rest of your life.
Oh, no way. Not shot
This
in the
dude was
knee. It's
struck-
obliterated.
I mean, he was making spaghetti, and I was like, dude, shut up.
He was singing. I was actually wondering about that. He was singing a different language. Do you think that he just knew the words to the song in a different language?
I assume that people back then know so much more than we do.
Probably.
Even
It's
though
like,
that we have
there's not that
stuff.
much music. Let's listen to this Italian fellow and learn the tune.
Yeah. It's like we have an overabundance of information that nobody learns anything.
Oh, don't care about it. So how am I supposed to care about everything? I got
Yeah.
it right here in the palm of my hand.
Yeah, I mean, some 5 dudes just got crushed in a submarine, and everybody was making jokes about it the second it happened.
Then her brother-in-law finally finds her, and he goes, "Look, buddy boy, if this lady wasn't here, I'd be clobbering you
Yeah,
right now."
I quoted that one too.
And then he does clobber him.
Yeah, because he was like, what did he say?
He said that he kept on saying that it was him doing the shit. He would be like, "Oh, why did you take the pills?" And he'd be like, "Over me, of course."
Yeah, why did he say that? And she was like,
Why else?
You damned fool. And then he's like, I feel mighty fine, doctor.
Mhm.
That was Tombstone for you.
Oh yeah, then he goes, Sheldrake's like, "I fired her and she told my wife. Then my wife fired me. Ain't that a kick in the head?"
Ain't that a kick in
In
the
the
head?
head.
That's
It's gotta be from
No,
Guys and Dolls.
no, it's Fly Me to the Moon.
He
Frank
says
Sinatra.
he says kick in the head in there.
Yeah, not the same song, but the same singer.
Ain't that a kick in the head? That's a great term.
That's so Sinatra.
I'm
for
gonna
you.
start using that.
Yeah, ain't that a kick in the head?
Man, showed up to work early today, still got in trouble by the boss saying I wasn't here on early.
Yeah.
Ain't that a kick in the head? I was just quoting your story.
Yeah, that happens to me. A kick in the head for sure.
Showed up at 7:30, said you need to be there earlier.
Yeah.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
I know. So then what time do you want me to be here?
What'd he say?
No, I didn't say that. I said, heck, you're never even here.
You said that?
Yeah.
What'd he say to that?
He said, "I'm here more than you," which is just a blatant lie. But I
And
mean,
he's-
he's busy at another neighborhood. It's just he's never at our neighborhood.
Yeah.
So who cares?
So you gave him a kick in the head right back.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was like kind of like trying to be like, it'd be like somebody showing up on time for work, and then you'd be like, "This isn't gonna work."
Yeah.
It's like, what do you want me to be like? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll
He
get
said that
here."
at 7:30. He was like, "You need to be here."
He
earlier."
said this 7:30 shit isn't gonna work.
What shit are you talking about?
Showing up on time. Let me show up a little bit later. Not today. I showed up at 6:50, and I
Whoa.
worked until 4:30.
Because of this guy kicking you in the head.
Yeah, it was funny because he texted me and was like, "Hey, the head of production is coming down to the neighborhood," and that was like 2 hours later. And I was like, at 4:30, I was like, you know what? I don't care if the head of production comes in this neighborhood and sees that I'm not there. I'm out of there.
Yeah.
But he would have probably called me and be like, "Why are you not here?" And I would have been like, "You want me to work more than 10 hours a day?"
Yeah.
There's limits to my kindness. I don't bleed DRB. I can tell you that much. Oh, jeez.
So
I
basically,
love it though.
at the end, he sticks it to Sheldrake. Says, "I'm not giving you a key. I'm quitting this job.
Yeah.
You want bringing anyone to my apartment? Certainly not Mrs. Kubelik." Then Miss Kubelik finds out about it. She's all excited. She goes back and
he
finds
puts
Baxter.
Ain't that a kick in the head? More like isn't that a foot in the mouth? Because Sheldrake.
Sheldrake.
That's what Jackie Chan calls Jaden Smith in Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Sheldrake. But anyways, he's like, yeah. And then all of a sudden he said, he threw the key back at me and he said, you'll never use my apartment again, and especially not for Miss Kubrick. And like he was just like, it was just like reaffirming what she kind of already knew. And it was just like, then he turns around for the Happy New Year. She's gone.
Disappeared.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep, she goes back to his place. He was cleaning up because he was packing up to move on to better things, and she stopped him from leaving.
Yeah, and at first, before she opens the door, he pops a bottle of champagne. He had already talked about the suicide story, so she's like, no! Knocking on the door, going crazy, and he's like, what?
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Ain't that a kick in the head?
And then he says, "I love you, Mrs. Kubelik," and she says, "Shut up and deal."
I don't know why you're so good at this.
It's an easy voice.
All right, well, before we...
I got a game.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, Taylor actually put this one together for me. The movie was named The Apartment. Here are a few trivia questions based off of apartments and famous TV shows.
Okay.
What color is the apartment door in Friends?
Red?
No.
Green?
No.
Shit.
You're not going to get it, I guess.
Really?
Well, I mean, you can...
Orange?
No.
Purple?
Yes.
What? The purple door?
Monica's door is purple door.
Yeah, everybody said that.
What's the name of the bar below the Friends apartment in How I Met Your Mother?
No idea. The Shamrock.
Oh, good. It's close. I mean, it's on the same path.
Yeah.
McLaren's Pub.
Yeah. Oh, it's some Irish thing.
What is the new girl apartment number?
You're shitting me.
I got this one.
1202.
No, it's a one number and one letter.
B9.
4D. People listening will know that one.
Really?
They always like, apartment 4D.
Yeah, I mean, not me.
How many floors does Carly and Spencer's apartment have in iCarly?
3.
It does. Wow, the first one you got was about iCarly.
I mean, they always like stacked up. I mean, that's more.
That's a beast apartment.
That was like when I was growing up, because well, they have their like living
Hang
space,
zone.
the production room, and then all of a sudden, one episode, Carly's got like this dope ass room as well, and you're like, where the heck is?
Wow.
Where is this place?
What color is the couch in Jerry Seinfeld's apartment?
Blue.
Hey, it is pale blue.
Okay. Oof.
In addition to Lucy, who owns the apartment in I Love Lucy,
Her husband.
which is
Something like a Hispanic dude.
it is, and his name's an alliteration. RR.
Oh. Oh, you still want me to guess?
Yeah.
Robert Ramirez.
Ricky Ricardo.
Ricky Ricardo. Ricky, did I do that?
I think you're mixing things up.
No, Lucy.
She doesn't say, did I do that?
Oh, that's
Urkel. Einstein.
I'm all over the place, bro.
What does she say?
She said she always messes up, like flour on the face. Oh, maybe.
I don't know, something like that.
Tough.
Last one. What is always broken in the Big Bang Theory's gang's apartment?
Television.
No, the elevator.
Oh.
Elevator's always broken.
In the apartment.
Well, in the apartment complex.
That would have gotten that.
Oh.
All right, I sent you a script.
Is there a girl?
No.
Damn.
You.
I've been killing the girl voice.
Nah, I think you gotta go, dude.
Okay, my character 1 or character 2?
Sorry, you gotta be a dude.
You gotta be a dude. All right, my character 1 or character 2?
I'll be character 1.
All right, you go ahead.
Well, I declare. Shit. Okay. I gotta get back in it. Well, I declare, ain't it about time we go out and hit the town and paint it red?
You betcha. There's a whole heap of fun waiting for us out there. We'll have a hootenanny for sure.
You know, back in my day, we used to cut a rug at my local juke joint. How about we head there tonight?
That sounds like the cat's meow. We'll swing and sway to some good old rock and roll tunes. But before that, let's grab a sarsaparilla at the
Sarsaparilla?
sarsaparilla at the soda fountain.
You read my mind, partner. We'll sip on those fizzy drinks while gossiping about the latest scandal in town. Then we'll stroll down Main Street, tipping our hats to the ladies passing by.
Ah, those were the days, weren't they? A simpler time when gentlemen courted the ladies with charm and grace. I reckon we'll have to brush up on our manners.
Absolutely. You know what? You are so bad at the guy part right now.
The what part?
You're way better at the girl's accent for this.
Oh, mister, I didn't know absolutely had 6 syllables in it.
I mean, I'm just... if you could help me stay in character.
Oh, God.
I'm
now
doing it
your
right. I'm doing it
downfall
right. You're
is
just
my
reading
fault.
it as John.
No, I'm not. I'm
It's
reading it
over.
extra fast. All right.
Absolutely. We'll charm them with our polished conversation skills and make them swoon, just like our grandpappies used to do.
Well, I'll be hornswoggled if we don't have a grand time tonight. There's so many words in there.
You can count on it, old pal. We'll be the bee's knees, the talk of the town. So put on your glad rags and let's paint this town red.
This
The
is
problem
AI.
is you gotta go
You made this
slow,
an AI.
fast, slow.
You made this an AI.
Yeah.
Did you tell them to use as many old-timey terms as possible? That's the problem. It's too many.
Well, do you want?
We'll get hornswoggled sarsaparilla. What's a sarsaparilla?
Dude, you gotta be really descriptive. All right, this is the first one I did. So that one I said 1960s Americans discussing going out on the town with a lot of old-timey sayings, short dialogue.
Yeah.
All right, so we can do a little bit of this. I don't think I did short dialogue for this one. It's about the same length. All right, I'll send you it. This is 1960s gentlemen discussing going out on the town dialogue. There's no way not to read this with a British accent. That's why I had to say it.
Also, they were saying country-sounding stuff. That's what made it tough.
Sarsaparilla.
They would say things like,
See, I just said sarsaparilla.
I do declare.
I do declare. Yeah, I did. I went a little southern there. All right, I'll be gentleman 1 yet again.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, chap. What do you say we hit the town tonight? It's been far too long since we've had ourselves a proper night out.
Absolutely, my good fellow. I couldn't agree more. A night of fine dining, exquisite drinks, and perhaps a spot of dancing sounds like just the ticket.
Indeed. I've heard of this restaurant that's been creating quite a buzz. I'm going in and out. They say... shit. They think it's second to none. How about we start an evening there?
Ah, splendid choice. A succulent steak accompanied by a robust red wine. That sounds like a perfect way to begin our grand adventure. I must say, I do have a weakness for a well-cooked steak.
You're killing it. I can't do it anymore.
Oh, too bad. Too good.
You sounded like I was about to start an adventure in the Harry Potter world.
I personally remind myself of that guy in Jumanji, like the new one, when he's like the character in the airplane. I don't know.
I can picture who you're talking about.
Yeah. He's like, well, old chap, it's time to go on an adventure.
That does sound just like him. All right, well, I think we're good. You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, I'm done.
Good pod.
Good pod.